first games. What's your take on that?
I think an important win for both of the teams in their first encounters. You need to win your first game. You want to win it so that you just have confidence going into the tournament. I think today's match is equally important because whichever team wins today stands a good chance of going to the semi-finals. And the main aim here is to move on to the semi-finals. I think Zambia showed so much class when they played against South Africa, winning 3 goals to 0. And whereas Angola showed a lot of mental strength coming in from a 1-0, coming in to win that match 4-2 after trailing 1-0 at halftime. So I'm very excited to see what each of the teams can bring, or both teams can bring to the party today. Very exciting match that we are waiting here to see.
Indeed, an exciting soccer match that we are awaiting here as the two teams just came out. Angola in their traditional white, in white socks, white shorts, and white shirts with some red stripe, a big red stripe coming through the chest here. And for now, the national anthem of Zambia. And that was the national anthem of Zambia. And now for the national anthem of Angola.
And now the national anthem of Angola.
And that was the national anthem of Angola. As you can see there, the bench of Zambia. And two sets of players there greeting each other, including the referees, match officials of this match here. And we have the referee in Elizabeth and Deitwa Haufiku, all the way from Namibia. We have assistant referee number 1 there in Nokubonga Dlamini from South Africa, and Letitia Shaningwa. As you can see there, Zambia coming up with a strong team there, only making 2 changes for now. And Victoria Taonga Mbali, as well as Eunice Doreen Mbwalya coming on. And then on the bench, they're going back to the bench, Mary Mukupa, as well as Taonga Mubanga. There is the referee, Nokubonga Dlamini, Elizabeth Ndeitwa Haufiku, all the way from Namibia, as well as Letitia Shaningwa from Namibia. Jabulilo, rather Jabulile Gambi, as well being the 4th official all the way from Swaziland. And here they are trying to toss and to have a agreement there as to who will take the ball, who will take the field. And now, Angola as well, making only 1 change here with the number 17 coming in, Inez Vilo, coming on in place of Beatriz Freire. They're the number 5 for you, coming back to the bench this afternoon. And what do you make of those changes? I mean, Zambia and Angola making 1 change there for Angola and 2 changes there for Zambia, Lydiana.
I think the reasoning behind this limited number of changes here in the starting lineup is the fact that both teams have won their first encounters with a big goal march, and they really didn't have to make a lot of changes. So you don't want to dismantle the team too much. Coming as a coach, you just want to add a little bit of energy to the squad, and I think that is what both coaches did here by making 2 changes, with Zambia making 2 changes and Angola making 1 change only.
And we have seen a fair number of spectators earlier shots. We saw quite some supporters coming through here. Remember that you can watch this match online streaming on your COSAFA YouTube channel. We have the World, or rather the FIFA Plus app, where you can watch these matches here on social media as well, and on NBC2, including NBC Plus. This is where you can catch these matches. And I saw one of our radio commentators here in Veronica van Beek for NBC Kaisame's radio station. Can perhaps listen to her as well. But for now, it is game on, and it is Zambia versus Angola. I mean, what do we expect from this one? Who do you think will run away with this encounter, Lydiana?
I think in the first half, I'm looking at Zambia really giving a good display of football out there, bringing their A game to Angola. But I think second half is definitely, Angola is the kind of team that, you know, steps up in the second half. Their mental strength always comes to the party in the second half. So very excited to see how it's actually going to turn out.
Very excited as well. As you can see there, Angola immediately trying to defend. And remember, Zambia has, or rather have, traditionally been one of the top sides in the COSAFA region across all ages and genders in football, winning titles, as evidently now the ladies here being the defending champions. Look at that, taking their time really here to find spaces in the defense of Angola.
Ooh, what a
save from the goalkeeper there. Really nice stretching out, but how long of those stretches are going to really save the Angolan net? I'm not so sure.
I think it's a little too early to tell now. They just look at that replay there.
Yes,
Captain controls it. What a shot. Look at that pass.
Look at that pass, and
Ooh.
nicely turning there, the captain. And
But nicely dealt with there by Albertina, the Angolan goalkeeper.
Doing perfectly there for her team. And for now, still 2 minutes only into this match. And so far, Zambia has came through to knock. Coming to knock, perhaps showing their intentions there with their captain in Zango's blazing Zulu. And trying to twist and turn there. The Angolans are really not giving in this one so easily, as they believe they still have an equal chance to perhaps go through to the semi-finals of this tournament here. And another free kick here for the Angolans. And I see here it is Maria Vieira, and goalkeeper being very aware of to where that one is going, and rather leaving it for a goal kick. And for now, Angola not holding back as well, making their intentions known here.
Yes, both teams won their first encounter. Both teams really want to win this match also. It puts you in a very comfortable position, you know, with 6 points on top of the entire group. You are leading the pack. You want to lead the pack at this point in the competition. So I think both teams are really going to work hard. They will have to work hard if they want to win today.
That is what it is here, as Angola try to sneak in that one there from a cross, but then well defended as well. Look at that. Really Angola showing some muscles here with some nearly good play there. And you can see the disappointment there in Maria Vieira. She really expected a good pass from her teammate. Look at that.
I think both teams are rushing at this moment. They need to calm down.
Very easily, yes. Now, that is Gomes. And, Zambia, they're winning a goal kick with Salia Mwanza. The long one here is Zambia, but then dealt well with by the young lady there, Anna Zua. And only 5 minutes into this first half of this match, Zambia 0, Angola 0 for now, at least.
Oh, what a ball. Ruth Mukoma.
Ruth coming through, look at that, trying to take a shot there is the captain. Long one, yeah! Goalkeeper again, stretching. Yes.
I think the Angolan side is really glad that they have Albertina in the goal today. You know, she's doing such a great job. It's the second save that she's done for her team today. I think keeping her team really in the game and in the competition.
Keeping the team still in the competition here, and a corner kick by Tricia Mabamba. And again another shot here, way off target this time around. And that is Eunice Doreen Bwala. Bwala coming through, and that's another push here from the young Sandra Correa.
Oh, just look at that shot. But what a brilliant save.
Yes. Another run there. That's a pull from behind, and the referee
How
says
is that
what?
not a... Okay, yes.
Referee says it is a free kick here awarded to the Zambian team.
But it's the second time that Anna is conceding a foul in that position, you know.
I see here the captain is behind that one. Or is it... it should be the captain, Blessing Zulu. Now it is for the goalkeeper in Albertina Joao to organize her wall. Now the captain in Zulu taking that one. Goalkeeper! Woo! Another brilliant free kick there by the captain. That is Blessing Zulu. Goalkeeper had a chance, not so sure as to really what happened. After making those two saves, it seems as if she wouldn't, let that easy one, get through or past her.
But I don't think that was an easy one for the goalkeeper. The curl on it was really lovely. You know, she put just look at that. Look at that. The curl, that goalkeeper really, we all thought it was going to go in, but a lovely take there. It just goes to show individual brilliance coming into this play again. You know, an opportunity to score and a very dangerous position to be conceding a free kick at.
Timing of the goalkeeper there, perhaps just mistiming that one, and perhaps a brilliant free kick as well to curl that one just in.
There,
yes. And it is 1 for Zambia, 0 for Angola. As they start losing it very easily here. Now, Anna Zua playing it forward there to her teammate. Again, Maria Vieira. Look at that turn. And the player, they're losing it very easy, as if she was not expecting it. Remember, this is Region 5 youth games that are currently underway. Various events. We have athletics, we have karate, basketball, volleyball, as well as netball, and other various codes taking place here in Windhoek. Look at that one. Taking place here in Windhoek and Swakopmund, especially swimming. Really good games here for the youth. And 10 minutes already gone into this first half, as Zambia has taken the lead here against Angola. And we have is it Inez Vilo? That
Nice
tough tackle. Yes, tough tackle. Tackling there comes on Celia Mwanza. Beautiful play there by the Zambian team. Beautiful. Just get those players that are in a hurry at times. But as the referee says, he says play on. Perhaps I just went down easily. Clearing from behind. It is another foul here for Angola. And there goes Eunice Doreen Boalia going down, indicating that she is injured.
I think there might have been an arm to her face there from Gomez.
Yeah. Taking it very easy there. That is Domingas Mafuma.
Just look at that. Oh no, it's the ball.
Is the ball.
Yeah, it's definitely the ball.
And, she is up and running for now, and a free kick here for Angola. Taking a very good one here, well defended. The player there suggesting that she is injured or fouled. Perhaps a lack of communication from the goalkeeper,
But I
rather
think
hesitating.
considering how slow the ball gets after it bounces, I think she dealt with it very well.
Oh yes.
Because with the pace that was coming with her, on her, she was definitely going to fumble that, and they were looking at a 2-0, possible 2-0 situation right there.
Oh yeah. And there is still a player there down. That is Sandra Correa. Sandra Correa is down, and medics went to attend to her. Eunice Doreen Boalia. And can see that the magic water. Not so sure how, still wondering as to how water can heal someone so easily and quickly.
I think that's not, you know, such a huge impact that she had there.
Yeah. The magic water has done the trick, isn't it? And there she is up.
It always does.
Yeah. Look how focused they are. And playing it there between them. Oh, that's a goal kick.
I think lovely work there from the captain, you know, just blocking that. Ooh, dangerous.
Yo, how dangerous,
Yeah,
how
very
bad
dangerous.
is that? How bad is that? And somehow silly mistakes there. The back for Angola.
Yeah, and
that could
after
cost them.
doing such a great job in protecting that ball for a goal kick, you know, just considering a foul once again in a very dangerous area. Just look at that replay there. Nice control, it was supposed to go safe. But that's a very dangerous play from her there. No, and I expect a lot more from her as the captain of the team.
Yeah. Another free kick. Yeah! Oh! Brilliant! And that is Salia Mwanza. Oh!
What
Possibly
a goal.
goal of the tournament here. I mean, for
Wow.
I mean, possibly goal of the tournament. For as far as I have seen, really.
What a take there. What a goal. Look at that. Nice and fast. Goalkeeper absolutely was not going to do anything about that. Just look at that shot there. Ooh. Far left, far right. I mean, there's definitely no way she was going to get to that.
No way at all. No
what
chance
a
at all.
lovely goal there by Mwanza.
And obviously that fan there being very happy. And it is 2-0 there. Score confirmation. 16 minutes into the first half. It looks like it is going to rain goals here.
A little bit of skill there from Piri, showing what she can do also.
Is that Margaret Piri?
Yeah, a little step over there.
And on the other side, we have seen there South Africa scoring against Botswana. That's in the other game there, the men's game at the Unam Soccer Stadium. South Africa taking the lead early as 16 minutes.
Oh, what a turn.
What a turn there. The other captain.
I think Yunus really in the middle of the park is really taking control of the midfield, you know, just making sure her team is playing and winning those balls back in the middle.
Yes. Number 10 there for Zambia, that is Walia Namute Chileshe. Chileshe now a throw in by Mwanza, one of the goal scorers. Really brilliant free kick. That is what you want to see at a soccer match, isn't it?
Lovely
Those
stuff.
beautiful goals.
And I think they might have spotted that Albertina is a bit weak when it comes to, you know, far posts, and they just really want to get the ball as far away from her as possible, but also within the frame of the goalpost.
Yeah. And she might have been, well, she is actually struggling with some aerial balls as well, from what I have seen so far.
And you don't want your opponent to spot your weakness so early in a match, because they are going to capitalize on that weakness.
Hammer you on that one. And you can see the Luendo Hanongo. That is for Zambia. There she is. Hanongo with the throw in. And for now, Victoria Taonga Bali. And really, if Zambia win this one, it will be almost like guaranteed to go through, isn't it?
Yes, they will be sitting very pretty up in the log there, the tables, the standing of the group, and two teams get to qualify to the semi-finals. They will be looking as a strong team to be qualifying for semi-finals if they do win this game.
And looking at Angola, their last game would be against the South Africans, of which it won't be easy as well. And Zambia having to play against Eswatini in the last group match.
What a ball!
Look at that.
Ooh.
Perhaps just taking a lot of time really to shoot that one. Pretty much relaxed, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't understand how they keep on fumbling these chances, you know. Those are golden opportunities to extend your lead, because Angola is a team that really wakes up in the second half. You want to score those goals already in the first half, so that in the second half you're just protecting the amount of goals that you have if you cannot score more goals.
Yes. She was really very casual on that one. Perhaps a little bit disappointing for the coach and fans that would be watching this one. Look there, could be another one.
What a
It was
block.
blocked.
What a block.
Running strongly again here. And goes out for a corner kick. As Adelina Philippe, the captain, not happy with that decision.
But I think a great slide tackle there from Sandra to just block that shot from going into the vicinity of the goal, knowing that the goalkeeper is a little bit fumbling, just making sure they would rather concede a corner kick than a goal there.
Zambia now with that corner kick. And as I have pointed out, she is having some problems with those aerial balls, isn't it? That is the goalkeeper.
Zambia leading by 3 goals to 0.
And
It's first
a
half.
brilliant goal again here for Zambia in 21 minutes only into the first half of this match. Already leading
What
by
a goal.
3 goals to 0 against Angola. And is that Salia Mwanza? She has caught a brace now.
I think it's definitely raining goals, considering these goals are all coming from above or up there.
Yes.
It's definitely raining goals today.
Yes.
Look at that replay. Lovely curl there. I think goalkeeper.
Lack of communication as well. Look at that. It's either as a goalkeeper, if you comes out, you scream for the ball so that none of the players should attempt to even jump.
But I think the biggest issue right here is the fact that she wanted to actually catch the ball instead of punching it. She could have punched it. I think that was the better option there, because considering the power that comes with the balls that the Zambian girls, ladies are, bringing into the goal, very weak decision making there, poor decision making there from the goalkeeper Albertina.
Remember, Zambia were the runners-up at the inaugural 2019 COSAFA Under-20 Women's Championship. That was held in Gqeberha. That was in South Africa. And here they are proving that they really want to go to the final here and possibly defend the title here.
And they're looking like they're doing lovely work here. Just look at that goal once again.
I mean, clearly the goalkeeper here has difficulties with aerial balls, really.
Yeah, and I also think, look at Mafuma. I think definitely a lack of communication there also from Mafuma and the goalkeeper. They were just supposed to, either she was supposed to clear it or the goalkeeper was supposed to tell her it's mine and punch the ball.
Yes.
But I think they really need to work on the communication barrier that they have there. Otherwise, they are going to suffer today in this matchup.
They are definitely going to suffer if the goalkeeper continues lacking that confidence of dealing with those balls. They would really have a problem with, or it's rather the confidence of the goalkeeper there, lacking confidence really.
And she started off so well.
Yes, imagine. Imagine really starting so well off, and all of a sudden your weaknesses being pinpointed, and players using that to their advantage.
Just look at that replay there. Ooh.
And that's the number 9 in Ruth Mukoma.
And once again, the Angolan defense, just being reckless up back there, making those errors that they're not supposed to, considering how strong the Zambian side is when it comes to taking these free kicks and punishing their goalkeeper every single time.
And for that matter, Zambia have brought a youthful squad, or rather their youthful squads, yes, to this tournament here. This is basically the under-17 that has qualified for the FIFA Under-17 World Cup. Look at that, South Africa also running havoc on Botswana as well, scoring their second goal here. Look at those celebrations here. South Africa 2, Botswana 0. That is at the UNAM soccer field. The match that is also currently on that side. Remember, we are at the Dr. Hage Geingob Rugby Stadium for now. And there is another men's match that is taking place at UNAM. Now South Africa leading by 2 goals to 0. A yellow card here. Yellow card is that to the young lady there in Margaret Gondwe. And the number 9 there in pain, that is Maria Vieira. Is she crying?
Oh, yes, she's crying.
She is crying.
But that was really painful. We could hear it from up here.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, the impact was really, it was loud.
Let's really hope she is
Just look at that.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
No,
yeah.
definitely.
Straight to the ankle there. No
Ouch.
intention of playing the ball there at all. And yes, she is up. Look at her teammate.
That should be great news for Angola.
Yeah. Her teammate just shaking off some grass from
And she's one of those players that we should actually be looking out for. She's a lovely player to watch, very skillful. Also scored a goal in the last encounter. Also player of the match of the last match. So I think an exciting player also.
Yeah. There is Sandra Correa playing for Club Desportivo de Agosto there in Angola. And there is the wall. Long attempt there. And the goalkeeper not having problems with dealing with that one. Very good turn there. Trying to play it way forward.
What a pass.
Twist and turn.
Lovely tackle there by the Angolan defense also.
Again, another one. Wow, beautiful. Excellent.
What
How
a
brilliant
pass.
is that pass?
I don't think she expected that pass.
Yeah. Perhaps doubting that it would be offside as well. Now, how are they going to deal with that one? The defense in Nana Malanda. With the goalkeeper there, trying to press very high there. Another good header there from the defense, but look at that. I mean, just playing it like wildly or anywhere
I think
really.
that is the biggest problem that the Angolan side has. Their lack of concentration and, you know, losing the ball unnecessarily with no pressure. Just look up, play to a teammate, and you keep a possession of the ball. If you have the ball, you can score. You cannot score without the football.
Talking of the youthful squads of the men's and women's under 20 football, or rather the teams that are taking part in this tournament here. The team that Zambia brought, both of their teams here qualified for the FIFA under 17 World Cups that would take place later this year. Said yes, and remember the Zambians men's side are drawn alongside, in Group H alongside Brazil, Honduras, and Indonesia. Hence, the women's side for the FIFA Under 17 World Cup that will be held in Morocco. Also drawn against Japan, New Zealand, and Paraguay. So imagine they will have to do better than this. Actually, the Zambians.
Look at that attempt. Yeah. But I think off target, no-brainer for the goalkeeper. There was no pressure. You know, she knew it was out.
Yes. And talking specifically of that FIFA Under 17 World Cup tournament that will be held in Morocco, it will actually take place from the 17th of October up until the 8th of November this year. So this team here, the Under 17s of Zambia, will take part in that tournament. And they're actually making use of this tournament to better prepare for that tournament. And as the medics are running for Mahala, because the player is already out of the soccer field here. And Luendo Hanongo receiving that yellow card. That's the number 19. Getting that yellow card confirmation. Another long one there for Angola. Now, could be another opportunity here for an attack. Look at that one, two, really playing very well there. Telling you. Nicely. Has better control, but then losing that one. Could be another one here for Zambia. And yes! It is a goal here for Zambia, the number 10, that is Bwalia Namute
Zambia
Chileshe.
leading by 4-0 its first half.
And it is for Zambia, 0 Angola.
I think that was a lovely effort from her, individual effort there, you know, with the pace, just knowing when to, you know, touch that ball, when to take that shot, looking up and seeing the goalkeeper out of the goalpost, and, you know, just going for a placement instead of power, you know. Lovely stuff from her. Lovely goal there, I think. Look at that.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Really
Nice touch there, you know. Look at that. Look up. Saw the goalkeeper was out of her line in her box. Took that shot. Took her team way ahead of Angola. Now Angola really has to climb a mountain to get to that 4-0.
And I'm telling you here, it is raining goals here for Zambia as Chilishe gets on the scoring sheet here. Now, Adiurde Gomes. Now another opportunity again for Zambia. Look at that pass, layoff cross, and really disappointing. Should have done better. Or should I say there was no support for her. Hence, she decided to just, you know, kick it to the goal.
I think she lacked a bit of composure out there. You know, she could have controlled that ball, looked up and given her teammates a better pass.
Another brilliant pass there. Could be a lawyer. Oh, easy stuff.
Ooh.
Easy stuff. And that is the young Victoria Taunga Mbali coming on.
Zambia leading by 5-0
One of the changes
against Angola.
that the coach Charity Ntala made. And now here she is, Victoria Taunga Mbali.
Literally walking that ball into the back of the net there.
Yes, imagine.
I think that's the beauty of being at the right place at the right time. She did not have to do a lot of work there. She needed to just be at the right place at the right time, and it paid off. And this is her telling the coach, "Coach, I'm ready once again. If you want to start me, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do the job for you."
35 minutes into the first half, and it is 5 Zambia, 0 Angola. And there is a player down there. There is a player down. Is she crying? And those ones, they can dance the whole day.
Just look at that run there. Lovely work from Ruth. Just looking up and spotting her teammate there, and she does not have to do a lot of work there, Mbali. Look at that lovely work from Ruth there. Nice run, nice layoff there, and a lovely touch there by Mbali. They don't have to do a lot of work, right place at the right time, and it's paying off.
It's really paying off here, as you have rightly said so before the game started. When I asked you, what do you think of this match, and you said Zambia possibly going to run over Angola, and I see this is the case here. The score confirmation, Zambia 5,
hey.
It could be 6, and miscommunication there. Ruth, is that her? Trying again. Oh, another one. Very lucky to get away with that one. Possible handball here. What does the referee says? What does the referee says? Is that a penalty? It is a penalty indeed, says the referee. And possibly goal number 6. It is raining.
Definitely raining goals here, and it's raining pressure. You know, Angola is under a lot of pressure right now.
And
they need to find
now,
a solution as soon as possible.
For now, Eunice Doreen Bwalia would be taking that one. be taking that one. What is she going to do with that one? Not so sure. If you are leading by 5-0 and you get a penalty, are you under pressure or are you just going to be casual about it?
I think any minute on the field is pressure. You want to show the coach that you are able to.
And there it is. Referee says, let's go. Eunice, stand back as there are still players that are encroaching into the big box there. And referee being unhappy about that. And second whistle blown there for the penalty to be taken. And Eunice! Oh, brilliant! No chance for the goalkeeper at all. And there she is. Rather than celebrating, taking that ball back to the center line. I mean, brilliant stuff here for Zambia.
And the moment a player scores and takes the ball to the center, you already know the plan here is we need to score more goals. And that is what they are planning on doing today. I think it's a pity that they spotted the weakness of Albertina, you know, and they're capitalizing on that.
Now it is the score confirmation, as you can see there. Zambia 6. Could this be another one here for Angola? No. 6-0. It is somehow becoming embarrassing, really. What can one do? I mean, if you come say I'm prepared, or the other team is better prepared than you, then there's unfortunately nothing that you can do.
And we cannot take away from the Zambian attacking force. They are so ruthless up front. They really know why they are the attacking squad, you know. They want to score those goals and they take shots. They are risk takers, if you ask me. Lovely work there by Ines.
Less than 5 minutes left for this first half to come to an end. Perhaps plus some optional time, as Angola is really under pressure here in the defense and rather conceding a corner kick here. Should have done better, perhaps. Look at that one.
Yeah,
that's the penalty. That was a rightful penalty, isn't it? And that it is. There. Oh, brilliantly taken. Wow. And now another corner kick here for Zambia. Headed out, not out of danger. And a volley. That's the captain. Zangoze Blessing Zulu. Perhaps just not connecting well. And she knows she didn't connect well with that one.
But I think I love her confidence. I love the fact that she's willing to try, you know. Showing why she's leading the team from up front. She's trying to get her team more goals so they can be comfortable in the second half.
Yes. And there she is again, the captain, Blessing Zulu. And little late tackle there. And the goal scorer there, that is Eunice Walia.
I think dangerous play there.
I think here, but it is a fact that the two changes that the coach made, both players have scored now. In Victoria Taonga Mbali and Eunice Doreen Bwalia. Both of them have scored.
I think it goes to show that the squad actually has a lot of depth.
Yes.
Any player that is called upon is equally up to the task, and that is what the two players have done in this match.
And that makes you proud as a coach as well, to say, decision-wise, who I have picked for the first 11 has really brought their A game to the match here. Should be somehow disappointed now. And they still have a chance of redeeming themselves in the second half. Anything is possible. After all, this is soccer, this is football. Anything can happen.
Yes. And I think 45 minutes is a lot of time for a team to equalize. We have watched football so many times, you know, where a team comes from being 6-0, 5-0 behind and they win the match. And Angola in the last encounter won by coming back from 1-0, you know, trailing 1-0 at halftime.
That was against the Swatini, isn't it? And there, Ruth Mukoma showing pressure, really. I think she was here with the Under-17 Championship.
Yes, Ruth is the player of the tournament for the Under-17 Championships.
Yes.
That took place in Windhoek just this year, earlier this year.
That was last month, I think. And she should be assured of her ticket to Morocco with this team here to take part in that FIFA Under-17 World Cup.
I think for as long as she performs, she should be in the team. It's about performance.
Yes.
Oh, what a pass.
Unlike some other players that will be fighting for their spots and not knowing whether you are part of the squad or not, having to really work hard. But for her, I think it should be obvious that she is on that flight. Look at her. Hard runner.
So strong and so powerful.
Very strong,
when she's,
powerful.
you know, in attack.
Just leaving that one to roll over as we have less than 30 seconds at least. Yes, as you can see, it is still 2-0 here. That is at Unam Soccer Field. The men's side, South Africa, they're leading by 2-0 against Botswana. As they are also on the 45-minute mark. It will be halftime at any, soon. And 4 minutes of additional time. 4 minutes of additional time. And now that is wrestling. Brilliant takedown, eh?
But come on, how is that not a foul?
Is that not a foul? Then it was a perfect takedown in terms of wrestling, isn't it?
Yeah, no, definitely.
And it was a perfect takedown. Not so sure if wrestling is really allowed in football as much as it is a physical sport or game rather. Look at those ones enjoying, isn't it? Look at that big smile.
I think it's a lovely afternoon out here.
Yes, lovely afternoon here in Windhoek. This should be our last match for the day, as we will be back tomorrow again here for the Namibian game. Namibia will be taking on Malawi. Namibia will be taking on Malawi tomorrow. A must-win game for Namibia, in fact, as Malawi is really a tough team to deal with. Look at that shot. Look at that goalkeeper.
Albertina just making sure that it's actually out instead of leaving it, making sure that it's out. I think rather play safe and then be sorry.
Yeah. Rather play safe than be sorry. And for now, now what a tackle there. Does that warrant a yellow card?
No, I think she fell a little bit too softly.
And now 3 of the 4 minutes added that we have played already. 3 minutes played already in the 4 minutes that are added as optional time. Used to call it injury time. Not so sure if that is an old term or is it still in use?
I think it's just additional time now.
Oh yes. And they will tell you in Afrikaans, Basirang State. Basirang State injury time. But yes, I think all that is quite well. Optional injury added time. You can name it. Look at that shot.
I think off, very much off target. But I think she's had a very lovely game today.
Yeah.
Despite of that, you know, free kick that she took now, Malanda has been rock solid behind there with her pairing with Gondwe. They've been lovely there behind for the Zambian defense.
Yeah. And there it is. Another free kick here for the Zambians. Some of them here not being happy. I don't see people celebrating here.
But there was a very dangerous tackle there from Ines. And she has been doing those tackles this entire match, the first half. You know, just unnecessary tackles in very dangerous positions.
You can see some hair on, some grass on the hair of the player there, and that shows, that goes to show that the grass is really dry up here. I mean, you do expect that in winter, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yes, definitely. Another chance for Zambia. They are hoping to extend their lead.
Already 5 minutes played of additional time here. And I see there the referee looking at her watch.
Ooh, Albertina has definitely been the busier of the two goalkeepers.
And there it is. The referee says it is enough for the first half.
Go to halftime, leading by
as
6-0.
Zambia is leading by
This is the COSAFA
6 goals
Women's Championship
to 0.
These are the Region 5
and all of
games.
the Zambian teams, or rather players, are on their knees for a moment here to thank the men above for the 6 goals that they have scored for now. And there you have it. Score confirmation: Zambia 6, Angola 0. I mean, Lydiana, just as you have said it, what you have expected. Is this the true reflection of the scoreline here?
Yes, definitely. Zambia has been in the driving seat of this first half, and it shows in the scoreline, scoring 6 incredible goals in this half. I think all those goals hardly worked for. I think taking opportunities such as set pieces, making them count for them in scoring those. And I think the Angolan defense has really let the entire team down. They haven't been performing the way they are supposed to, you know, just to stop those goals. And it has shown in the scoreline. It's a true reflection of how it actually went down.
And there they are, the players going for the dressing rooms to take some final instructions there from their respective coaches. There it is, halftime. Zambia 6, Angola 0, as we are going to take the highlights of the first half here. So you can see that the players greeting, shaking some hands, picture opportunities there, referee tossing as well. And it started off with Zambia coming across here. Look at that shot, and the goalkeeper equally to the task there, and really thunderous shot there from the young lady. Look at that tackle there, and it was then a free kick here for Angola as Maria Vieira went down there. And look at that, another save here for the goalkeeper. And what a strike there by Eunice Doreen Bwalia. I think that was the first goal there by the captain in the number 11, that is Blessing Zulu. Look at that free kick, brilliant one. That was the first goal, in fact. And came the second goal there. Look at that, brilliant, no chance for the goalkeeper at all. And that was Celia Mwanza. Excellent, perfect. And that's her brace, Mwanza, from the corner kick here. Goalkeeper and the defender there having some problems with communicating to each other. Congratulated there by the captain. Now, again, there was an attack there. Easy stuff there. Really easy stuff. Good assist by Ruth Mukoma. And easy stuff there by Victoria Twanga Mbali. Easy stuff. And then there was that penalty. Look at that one. Inside the net. No chance for the goalkeeper at all. Confidently so taken. And for now, we will be back for the second half in a moment. Goodbye. for the second half of this match. Yeah, that is Zambia versus Angola. And for now, the score as the referee gets us underway here, it is Angola 6. I mean, Zambia, pardon me, Zambia 6, Angola 0. I mean, in the first minutes of this second half here, a goal again here for Bwala Namute Chileshe. She is on a brace.
Jersey number 10.
What a goal.
What a goal again here, just in the first
Zambia
seconds
by
of
7 goals to
communication
0
barrier
in
between
second
the
half
Angolan defense,
against
especially
Angola.
their centre-back pairing,
Yes.
once again costing them in this match.
costing them dearly. You wouldn't want to start like this. I mean, 7 goals already now. It is going to rain in this
Chileshe says,
winter.
thank you so much. Taking it to the back of the neck. One more goal for my team.
One more
Look at
goal
that.
for Chileshe. She is on the brace. Look at that. Simple mistakes there by the defense in the young Adelina Felipe. That is the captain, unfortunately.
The captain definitely letting her team down, her side down today. I expected a lot from her, especially as the captain of the team in the position you play. Look at that fumble once again.
And another one there. Really heartbreaking for Angola this time around. Reminds me of the school championship that was held in Wolfish Bay. That was last year around October, when their under 17 was really, I mean, when their under 17 team lost against the South Africans, was it by 11 goals to 0, around 12 goals to 0, with a big margin. Is that going to happen this time around here again? Looks like it.
Ooh, nice interception there.
And another one here. Angola coming forward, trying to string those passes, but not really coming through there.
I think the lack of effort, you know, in trying to win the ball back from their midfield is definitely a factor in this game today. The Angolan side really need to step up in their middle, because they've lost this battle in the midfield, understandably so, but they need to keep up with the game, otherwise they're going to concede more goals.
Jersey number 5, Helen Banda.
Otherwise, they are going to concede more goals, as there are some activities happening on the bench here. I see there is a number 2 that should come in. And a number 5 as well coming on. We'll just have to confirm those substitutions there, as Helen Banda comes in and Lombanya Mwewa coming in as well. Now trying to push and pull. It is really difficult to break through those, rather that defense of Zambia.
They're rock solid, they're standing the ground, they're communicating well. I think the pairings are working very well for the Zambian side in this game.
Yes. And this same team here will be up against Japan, New Zealand, and Paraguay in Group F in that FIFA Under 17
Just look
Women's
at that
World Cup.
replay there.
Yes. Would you give them a chance, Zambia, with this kind of display, to say they will perhaps go? Look at that.
Yes, definitely. I think just a few patches that they need to fix, and then they should be good to go.
Are they at that level where they will go make us proud as Southern African community.
This team has been preparing for the longest time since the beginning of the year. So I think with the key preparation that they have in the back, and their supporters back home and everyone here in the SADC region, they should be able to give us a good display and a good representation as the SADC side that's going to the World Cup for us.
One should perhaps stress and say all the countries need to really support the teams that are going to represent us at the world stage. We should be proud of the Zambians and perhaps give them the necessary support as neighbors and countries from SADC. But for now, Angola trying to get it out from the back. There is the substitution confirmation. Helen Banda coming in and Lumbanya Mwewa coming in as well. And another free kick here for Zambia. That is a foul by Elisandra Jordao. And that is Salia Mwanza. She has got power in those legs. She's going to attempt, yes, she has. And goalkeeper not really having problems with getting to that one. Long one.
Yes.
Good control,
Nice
really
stuff.
good control. They're just so much in a hurry. The ladies from Angola launching another one forward there. Mbanya Mwewa. Oh. It is really difficult for Angola to really come through here, Lydiana. I mean, I don't see how they are possibly going to score now.
Yes, we are seeing a different Angolan side today, a side that is not able to keep the ball, that is rushing play. And it's really costing them because they need to calm down, otherwise they're going to concede more goals. They lack a lot of composure, both defensively and in attack. They really need to get their heads in the game, otherwise they're looking at a higher scoreline than this.
A higher scoreline like this. But so far for the 5 to 10 minutes, they have at least contained the Zambian side here of not conceding. It's just that disappointment of conceding in the first seconds of the second half, of which as a team you wouldn't want. Look at that, another opportunity here. Zambia wasting that one, could have done better. And that is the player that is Salia Mwanza.
I think they could have done better with the communication there, you know, maybe sharing the ball instead of going for a shot.
Remember, she is on a brace as well, Salia Mwanza. Better from Angola this time around. Perhaps just a little bit powerful there. Now, a long one, well defended.
Finally, the captain is coming into the match.
Yes.
And I think it's lovely, it's great stuff, great timing. Maybe a little too late, but her, look at that play there. think the presence of the captain in that also caused that.
Yeah. I mean, I could clearly see her talking to her defense to perhaps push up the line there from behind to play a high line.
And it is important when your ship is sinking that your captain always keeps the crew, you know, above water. You want your crew to always stay in the game. You want them to try and look for solutions instead of drowning and sinking with the ship.
Yes. I mean, Angola really is not bad in terms of you know, the little passes that they make here in the middle of the field. It's just that at a point when the passes are going, then you would get one player that would be in a hurry to really get rid of that ball so quickly.
I think their technique is really failing them. With the ball control, they have poor ball control, you know, and they're trying to do too much. With football, sometimes when you don't know a lot, I think simple is the way to go.
Another throw in here as we await for a young lady in Luendo Hanongo. That is also on a yellow card in this match. Beautiful skills here by Sandra Correa. And on the other hand, at the UNAM soccer field, we see South Africa again scoring the third goal here against Botswana. Baridi Taudi kopane kwa mabaleng a UNAM. Afrika Borwa e tsamaya kwa pele ka nodile tharo go lefela. O ka dumela. Wow. That is what it is at the UNAM Soccer Stadium. Botswana should be really disappointed with that result. Yes, after all, it is football. The two neighboring countries battling it out at the UNAM Soccer Stadium for the same competition here. That is the COSAFA Under-20 Men's Championship in the Region 5 Youth Games that is currently on. People are on their mobiles.
Just look at that replay.
Yes.
Definitely a foul there.
A foul, yes. A foul, and I was just saying people are at the stadium, but attention is given too much to their mobile phones.
But I think it's the fact that the game is so one-sided, you know. You're expecting a lot of competition coming into a match like this with both teams already having 3 points.
Look at that attempt. That's not bad at all. One wonders if it was a little bit closer to the goalpost. Could have been something. If they can perhaps get 2 or 3 of those, they can perhaps make something out of it.
And they really need their attackers to start making those runs. Ooh, what a turn there. Gomez just showing us that, you know, they still have something in the tank.
And that goes with those 3 players there of Angola, really. Especially the 3 there in the middle. The 3 in the middle, that is the likes of Maria Vieira. Look at that! What happened? It was too fast for my naked eyes.
I know, I blinked and I was looking at a goal that was missed already. But, wow.
Walia Namute Chileshe. She is on a brace.
But also, the way the ball came in there, as a defender, you do not jump into a tackle like that.
Oh.
No, Marcelina jumping into the tackle there.
Now they are pulling and pushing each other there.
Just look at that replay. Beautiful ball in. I think that should have been a goal. Just look at that lovely ball in there.
And Ruth Mukoma. Ruth Mukoma there really missing that chance. Not so sure if you would really worry of that chance if you are leading by 7 goals to 0. But yeah, sometimes plays with your confidence as well as a player.
Yes, also when your bench is so strong, you want to, make use of the time that you get there. Otherwise, someone else is going to come in and, score that goal, and now the next match you are sitting. You don't understand why you're sitting.
And then your level of confidence just goes down and
Definitely.
start playing football that you're not used to.
And that is where the desperation comes in, where you are trying to make up for what you've missed. And that is why she was trying to run with that ball now instead of passing the ball, just trying to make up for the mistake that she made earlier.
Ruth Mukoma, not Ruth Mukoma rather, but Salia Mwanza. She is on a brace. Another corner kick there, goalkeeper! Really? And that is...
How did Mbali miss that?
Not so sure, but Joao again showing some lack of confidence in dealing with those aerial balls.
Jersey number 14,
Number 14 for Angola coming in here. That is Ermelinda. Ermelinda coming in. I'm not so sure as to what happened there, but I think the goalkeeper had no idea where that ball is for a moment.
I think so too.
There it is. Melinda Kuyanga and Dominguez Mafuma coming off. Look at that back heel. Not so sure as to whether he knew what he was doing. What she was doing actually, yes. And foul spotted there by the assistant referee. But then play is continued. It is a throw-in again here for the young Lombanya Mwewa. Look at that. Brilliant play and much to the discourse of Sandra Correa. She is not happy at all. And Anna Zua going down. So that's actually Lombanya Mwewa.
Look at that replay. Lovely stuff there. I think a little too light.
Taking that goal there. Goalkeeper again! Clearly now I can confirm. She is really having difficulties with dealing again with those aerial balls.
And she needs to say thank you, thank you to her defense. Really.
She hardly even moved her hands for that matter.
I think she gave up already. When it comes to those aerial balls, she's like, no, I think it's in. Let me not try anything.
Saved by the defense. And eventually that is why they are there for.
Lovely stuff by Mbali.
Lovely stuff indeed. And coming forward here is Zambia with Ruth Mukoma. That cross coming, look at that.
And Montal has those lovely ball in.
Could be another opportunity here for Zambia to stretch the lead.
Ooh. I think that is what we call a hospital pass. You know, it was no one's ball. A chance wasted there.
Chance wasted really could have extended the lead. Still a lot of time here left for Angola to perhaps get a consolation goal. Not so sure if it would be possible for them to come and equalize.
I think with less than 30 minutes left, that is a bit impossible looking at the pace that the Zambian players are playing with and the intensity of this match. Ooh.
Look at that, skills really. They're protecting that ball so good, the Zambians. But then that last touch again, this is where you need to measure those passes really.
I think a great effort there from Helen Banda. Maybe the execution failed her there, but I think great spotting that that her wingers are open, and she wanted to give the ball over there, but poor execution.
And Zambia really are knocking and asking questions like that one. Look at that, cool and calm.
Cool under pressure.
Really.
Number 12, Victoria Mbali.
Goal number 8
Zambia
here.
leading by 8-0 against Angola in
And
second
that
half.
is Victoria Tuanga Bali. She is on a brace as well. This is her second goal.
And just to think about the first goal that she scored also, it was like she walked into the ball, you know, always at the right place at the right time, always so calm when she has the ball. She has so much, you know, there's so much, her aura is just calm. She gives off a calm vibe. Lovely, lovely stuff.
She really takes time in executing those goals, taking her time, lifting up her face and eyes to see where the goalkeeper is and just placing that ball nicely. She's not a player that would really just kick. Always placing those balls. Another yellow card here for the young Inez Vilo.
But I think card that has been, look at that replay. Skill, calmness, all the right things. What a goal.
Excellent player. Look at that again. You see, controlling that ball, lifting up her face, just to see where the goalkeeper is. Look at that.
Also from Shileshe, lovely pass in there. What a goal.
Actually taking that ball to the opposite side.
Yes.
From where the players are running. Imagine.
And I think it takes a lot of understanding of the game and tactical awareness to see an opportunity like that and, you know, just take it.
Inez Vilo, yellow card confirmation there, the number 17 of Angola, getting a yellow card. We are at the Hage Kainkop Rugby Stadium here in Windhoek, Namibia, where most of the matches will be taking place for the duration of this tournament. The COSAFA Under-20 Women's and Men's Championship is currently underway. Look at that. Could be another possible goal here.
But a nice fight there from the Angolan defense.
Yes.
Lovely stuff.
And that is Marcelina Kizomba. Kizomba. There she is. Remember, she scored for my corner kick. She's going to do that again. This time not. Another shot. Defense being under pressure. Second consecutive corner for now.
And I think Anna did a good job there, you know, just stopping the ball from going in the back of the net. By the look of things, it was on its way in.
Yeah. And another chance here to see if she can perhaps score from the corner kick again. This time around, after So much failing with dealing with those aerial balls. Finally, she get to
Look
touch.
at that pass.
Yes.
Oh, nice stuff.
She get to touch that ball at least for now. But look at that. Brilliant. At least teamwork they worked for the Angolan defense. And kudos to the goalkeeper there for reaching out and having a touch to that one. That is how you build confidence.
Yes, and I think her team really missed her in this encounter.
Another shot here. Another corner, really. I mean, the Angolan team being under pressure, really, here.
They are under immense pressure, Twaro. It is crazy to think that, you know, the Zambian side is giving them so much pressure, and yet they only scored 2 goals in this half. I think the Angolan side has really been working on their defense, and whatever the coach told them in the half is really working for them. They just need to keep up with the defending. Hey!
Look at that, Danny. Missing out on that one. Brilliant run there from the young Gomes.
But once again, just giving away the ball so cheaply.
Easily as well.
Very easily, yes.
Yeah, and it is 19 minutes left, plus at a time before the end of this match, and as things look like, it looks as if Zambia is going to have another one here.
Lovely save!
Brilliant save there by the goalkeeper, but then in the process, getting injured. Look at those ones. Can't contain their smiles, isn't it?
I think that is them in disbelief. How did that ball not go in? But kudos to Albertina putting her body on the line there once again. You know, I think this is what the team expected her to do coming into this match. And she's finally present in the match, and it shows in the style of a team's reaction. You know, they're more confident now because you don't have to worry about a ball coming in at the back of the net. Look at that. Ruth Mukoma, but a lovely save. Look at that.
Not so much composed.
Mbali's assist there. Ooh.
Look at her reaction there, the goalkeeper.
Definitely in pain there. I hope it's just a minor discomfort that she's having right now, and that it's not an injury that has to force a replacement for them, because she's finally coming into the match.
Yeah.
And I think at this point they should be focusing on playing for their pride and dignity, you know, not conceding more than 8 goals, just trying to concede as less as possible in the second half.
There she is, Helen Banda, player that just came into the second half. The player still being treated is the goalkeeper, that is Albertina João, after saving that one. And for now, Eunice Doreen Walia. She has a goal in this match, has contributed to the 8 goals as well. It seems as if she is going to continue with play. Look at that.
Just look at that.
I mean, strong run there by Mbwala Namute Chileshe. That's her second goal. Strong run again there from Ruth. But out of danger, could be lining up for that one. A shot! Goalkeeper coming to the rescue again there. Or was it off target?
No, definitely came to the rescue there. And I think she also woke up now and realized what the gameplay is when it comes to taking shots. The Zambian attackers want to get that ball far from her, you know, as far as possible, but also make sure that the ball ends up in the back of the net. And that is why she was able to stretch out there and just save that ball from, you know, getting in the back of the net.
Look at that shot again, goalkeeper! It is over the crossbar. Some 15 minutes left. Look at that one. Good interplay between the players there. That is Mwewa.
I think the better option there was to assist the teammate instead of going for goal.
One-sided match here, really.
I think the Angolan side understand that there's no way they can, okay, not no way, but there's possibly no way of coming back from a 8-0, trailing 8-0, and what they're trying to do now is just make sure they don't concede any more goals, and it is very important that they do not concede any more goals if they want to look at, you know, placing in second best position. Right now, things look bad for them in terms of the goals they've conceded.
Things look really bad for them, and South Africa will be very happy for these results here, as they might be possible runners-up to Zambia in this group. Another header, and goalkeeper really dealing well with that one. Not a good start there from the goalkeeper.
I think it's her inconsistency that is an issue in this matchup.
Another shot. Goalkeeper straight to the goalkeeper. Really, it's difficult to penetrate through that defense of Zambia.
I think they have a wall when it comes to the defense. They rock solid there by Malanda and Gondwe. A nice pairing there.
Now, another player injured there from Angola, and that should be Sandra Correa. Zambia has decided to play on, and in the process, one of their players also getting into trouble there. Medics are being called on the soccer field here, and not so sure if there would be a yellow card issued here for.
And she sounds like she's in so much discomfort and so much pain there.
As the referee is having a talk there with Adelina Felipe, that's the captain.
Jersey number 10, Sandra Correa, and on goes jersey number 19, Laudres Pukuta.
Is she crying?
Yes. She sounds like she's in so much pain.
It is tough out here. After all, this is our girls. Shouldn't be the case this time around. It should be a game of enjoyment. Not so cool to see a young lady crying like that, isn't it? One can only feel pity for her.
Look at the captain, Chileshe.
It's like paying back, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely, and that is why the card came out from the referee, because the reasoning is, you didn't say anything when we were injured. Why is it a problem now that they are injured, you know?
Yeah.
And it's causing a lot of frustration in the Angolan team.
Look at this young one coming in again. Let's really just hope that she will be okay. can just imagine myself the pain she is going through and having to endure that pain and even going to the extent of crying. Not so cool, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. We just hope it's nothing serious and she's able to play for her team again in their third encounter come Friday.
Especially when you are away from home in a foreign country. That would just perhaps
just look
make
at
you
that
think
replay.
and really...
Oh, she was really caught there.
Stats, eh?
Yeah, I think she was really caught there by Muewa.
Yeah, let's hope she will be okay. We would love to hear
Zambia.
feedback as to how
Off
she
goes
is
jersey
doing.
number 15, Margaret Ngondwe. On goes jersey number 7, Esther Ngwambwe. Substitution for Zambia.
Some,
Off goes jersey number 19,
happening there. We have
Hanango, and
number
on goes
8
jersey number
coming
8,
in.
Mwazionia Sakala.
Sakala coming in this time around. Sakala coming in. Long one, goalkeeper coming out. And claims that one. As we only have 9 minutes before end of this match, plus at a time. Two players colliding there from Angola. There is the confirmation, a substitution confirmation. Esther Ngabwe and Mwaziona Sakala coming in. Now another long one here. Another attempt. Power was there, unfortunately just wide. The referee says, hold on. Not so sure as to what the problem might be here.
I think it's 2 balls in the field.
2 balls in the field, oh yes. Look at that. You can see the players being a bit tired now from Angola. Look at those passes, not really accurate passes this time around, and could be problematic. As you can see and hear, that is Salia Mwanza-Lavin. Some 7 minutes left as the time is ticking here for, I think that's a collision. They collided. Let's hope it's not with their heads. Yes, I see there Ruth holding her head as well.
I think it's a head collision.
Really, it shouldn't really get this bad that we see players really getting injured from left to right. Should be a game whereby you really enjoy yourselves.
Yes, I think, but I did not expect less physicality in this match. Both teams are very physical, and it shows with players being down every now and then.
As we are still waiting for the injured players to get treated, we have the 2 players there from Zambia, that is Helen Banda and Sakala. that just came on, having a talk, and it seems as if it is a free kick here to Zambia, and Sakala, the substitute, standing behind that one. Standing behind that one, and it is another long one there, and did she line it up from there? Yes. Off target.
Off target.
Really disappointing.
Yeah, I think it's her deciding that she wants to take the shot, knowing that she has willing runners up front. Just give it to them. You can chip it over the defense just to get the ball between the defenders and the goalkeeper. So one of your teammates can just tap it in at the back of the net.
But I mean, looking at the coach here of Zambia, players like Mukoma should be perhaps taken out to give some other players a chance now that you know that you're leading by 8-0.
I definitely share those same sentiments, but also you need to understand that they are playing to, show the opponents that this is not a playground. We are going to discipline you, and that is why the coach feels like if she still has some energy, let her play. But I would have definitely done that if I was their coach, just to give other players a chance, because moving on from here, you are looking at a possibility of playing semi-finals. You might not allow them to play in the next 2 or 3 games that are going to come up.
Yes, especially the last match when you know that you have already, gone through the group. If you know you are going to play the semi-finals, then you would let rest of some players. Yeah, it's really funny. Three minutes left in the second half here. Is this how it's going to end? With 8 goals of Zambia. Not so sure as to what is happening at the UNAM soccer field. Not so sure if it is still 3-0, or has South Africa extend their lead, or perhaps Botswana coming back. Not so sure. There it is, still the scoreline at the UNAM soccer field. South Africa 3, Botswana 0. And it is stoppage time. Bare Diakwata. Dipiti. The Zebras, young Zebras. Bala Khekhelwa. Khatlanongle. Afrika Borwa. And it is 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes. Or a minute or so left here in this match, as we are counting down to the end of this match. Well, Zambia perhaps add one more.
I think they are looking to add a goal or 2.
Or is Angola going to get a consolation goal here?
Not if they keep giving away the ball so easily.
If they keep on giving the ball so cheaply, then there is no way that they are going to get that consolation goal. It should be pretty over for them now, Angola.
But what a fight from Angola, especially in the second half.
But who knows? They might go win against South Africa. One never knows. So they still have a chance of going through to the semi-finals.
Yes, this is not the end of the road for either team here, but a win would have, just put them in a very comfortable position, leading the pack in Group A. And in the group, and I think losing out on a possible 3 points and, you know, getting your tally to 6, it might be a blow. It might cost them this tournament.
Yes, and I mean, it is a must-win game for them, Angola against South Africa.
Just look at that replay there.
Yes.
Oh, there was definitely a kick first and then a touch there to her knee.
4 minutes additional
4
time.
minutes of additional time. And as I have said, as much as it is a must-win game for Angola, it is also a must-win game for South Africa against Angola. So it will be a big one, that one. It's going to be a very big one. Looking forward to that one as well. Is that an elbow to the stomach?
I did not see that. But she's definitely holding a stomach there.
4 minutes ahead for now with number 4 taking that kick. That is Adelina Felipe. Playing it way forward there and playing it safe backwards, or rather playing it to the goalkeeper.
A lovely ball out there by Esther.
It's like Zambia has lost power there up front, isn't it? They are not so deadly as
Yes.
they were during this match.
It goes to show that their game management in terms of pacing themselves, they do not know how to pace themselves because they really want to go forward, but their bodies can't anymore. Like, it really shows that they're tired.
Yeah. As you can see, Ruth Mukoma also being very quiet, really. She has been very quiet. Look at her body language. And at the Unam Soccer Stadium, you see there South Africa winning Botswana by 3 goals to 0. So Botswana failing against the South Africans there, the neighbors. I guess they will sort it out another time again. But this time around, South Africa getting the better of Botswana. Botswana should be very disappointed in Botswana. Yeah. Now, good defense there. I like that run from Adelina Felipe, the captain. And Anna Zua holding her mouth as if she can't believe this is ending like this. There, Salia Mwanza throwing in that one, knowing surely that they have collected this 3 points as well. Defender there, throwing everything up front. Not had too much to deal with this afternoon. Perhaps a bit on a relaxed mode this afternoon. Look at that turn. Will that cross come in from the young Sakala?
Lovely stuff there.
And it is all over this afternoon. And Zambia winning here by 8 goals to 0. Again, all of them on their knees. That is the Zambian team. Thanking the men above there for the 8 goals again that they have scored against the Angolan team here. And they are currently standing on 6 points. That should be very safe to go through to the semi-finals of this championship here. COSAFA Under 20 Women's Championship. in the Region 5 Youth Games taking place here in Namibia, in Windhoek. And disappointed is Maria Vieira there from Angola. As you can see, the players from Zambia congratulating each other. And player of the match, we'll just have to hear as to who that is going to be. Not so sure, because I don't think it should be Ruth. I don't think.
I think it's Chileshe.
Chileshe.
Or it's the number 20,
game will go to number 20 of Zambia, Salia Mwanza.
Salia
Jersey
Mwanza.
number 20, please come receive your player of the match award.
Salia Mwanza, player of the match. I mean, she has played some good football, isn't it?
I think well earned, well earned.
Today's matches, tomorrow the matches continue.
Look at her smiling. That is Salia Mwanza. She is on a brace, contributed to the 8 goals as well. And I mean, finally, before wrapping up, as you can see, player of the match there, Salia Mwanza. I mean, your thoughts on, you know, the match here from the first half up until the second half,
I think
Lydiana?
a very commanding performance from the Zambian side coming into this match and making their intentions very clear from the first minute, just staying in the driving seat of the match, you know, scoring all those goals in the first half, just showing the Angolan side that there's actually no way for you guys to come and take this win from us, understanding that they need the 3 points and going for the 3 points. And I think from the Angolan side, I think the second half for them was really lovely. They didn't concede as many goals as they did. You know, football is a game of mistakes. They didn't make a lot of mistakes in the second half, and it shows in the results. But congratulations to Zambia for a lovely display of football today.
And that is the story of today, full time. Zambia with 8 goals and 0 Angola. Look at those celebrations. Deservedly so. As you can see, some of them having some blankets. And now going for the highlights of this match here, Lydiana. Look at that. That is that discipline. But yes, as the referees took that toss, and look at that first goal there. First goal really from the captain, that is goalkeeper, having some difficulties with handling those aerial balls really. And that was the first goal there by Zangoze Blessing Zulu. And then another brilliant free kick there from the player of the match, Salia Mwanza, taking that one perfectly. Look at that, no chance for the goalkeeper. And then her second goal there from the corner kick, taking that one with ease. I think lack of communication there between the defender and the goalkeeper. Not so sure as to what was going on there, but then that was a praise for Salia Mwanza. Look at that strong run. Another one there for Zambia, goal number 3. And that is Bwala Namute Chileshe. I think that was her first goal. Strong run really. Her first goal, scoring that one with ease. And another one here for Zambia. Look at that, beautiful layoff, just walking with that one to the back of the net. Brilliant layoff there.